Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by again, and if this is your first time on this channel, you're absolutely welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this stylish and trendy bubu. This bubu has a deep v-neck at the back and also a strap. It also comes with side slits, pockets and also fringe details. And if this sounds like something you would love to learn, please watch till the end so you don't miss any part of it. And without further ado, let's get started. So right here for this tutorial, guys, these are the materials that we are going to use, and I have these two prints here, and one is 2 yards while the other one is 1.5 yards. In total you will need around 3.5 yards to 4 yards. On the style inspiration, they made use of 3 different Ankara prints, okay? And as you can see right here, the first Ankara was used for the upper part, while the second Ankara was used for the lower part, and the third one was used to make details for the fringe, okay? As you can see right here. But for this tutorial, I have only 2 Ankara, okay? And I'll be making use of this, and I would recommend that you get 2 yards of each of the Ankara print. And right here, this is the first Ankara piece we are going to be working on, and this is exactly 2 yards. And right here, the 2 yards is folded into 2, as you can see. And right now, just go ahead and turn the Ankara piece like so, and I'm going to refold it into 2 so that we have a fold of 4 like so. And when you measure the length that we have here after folding the whole of the 2 yards, you are going to have 36 inches, okay? But the full length of the bubu is 60 inches, all right? And this other material is going to make up for the rest of the length, okay? So right here, the next thing to do is to go ahead and get our neckline, all right? And here I'll be using the width of 3.5 inches. And for the depth, I'll be using 8 inches for the front piece. You can increase or decrease. It all depends on what you want, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and connect a V neckline. And for the back neckline, I'll just go ahead and use 12 inches, and I'll just connect the point together like so. And up next, I'll just come here and indicate my shoulder divided by 2, all right? And having done that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and add the sleeve measurement, all right? And for this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and use 12 inches. You can just go ahead and use the whole length left, but here I just use 12 inches. And the next thing will be to go ahead and create a shoulder slant just like we normally do. But right here, I will not do that. I want to maintain the folded part here. Okay, so the next thing to do right now is just to go ahead and create sleeve opening. So I'll come down here by 10.5 inches. And then I'll connect to the shoulder on a straight line like so. And right here where we have our sleeve opening, I'll use it as a guide for the bust point, okay? And here we're going to go ahead and get our hip divided by 4, and we're going to add 5 inches to that, all right? You can add more than 5 inches, depends on how big you want your bubu to be, all right? But for this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and add 5 inches, and that is going to give me 15.5. And I'll just go ahead and indicate the 15.5 right here and connect on a straight line like so, all right? And this 15.5 is what we are going to measure all the way down this bubu, all right? Then I'll just go ahead and connect the point on the straight line like so. And right here on the armhole, I'll just create a curve like so. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and create pockets for this kaftan, and we're going to be doing a cut together pocket. So I'll place the tape measure at the shoulder, and I'll come down to my waistline, which is 16 inches, and I'll indicate with a straight line like so. So please pay attention here. On this waistline, I'll come down by 1 inch and indicate like so, all right? And the next thing to do is to create pocket opening. That is where the hand is going to enter into, all right? And for the pocket opening, I use 7 inches. And that's why I just indicated, okay? And the next thing to do on that 7 inches point, I'll just come down by about 2 inches, and I'll just mark a straight line across like so. And having done that, I'll come to this 7 inches point, and I'm going to go ahead and create a curve to meet up this line here, okay? As you can see, I just created a curve, and right now the next thing to do is just to go ahead and get our pocket shape. You can use whatever shape. There's really no standard to this thing, all right? So here I'm just creating a shape for our pocket like so. And having done that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and cut the front neckline. And having done that, I'll just go ahead and cut the other parts. And having done that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and cut the back neckline. And in order to do this, we're going to open up the hole of the bubu like so. And after opening it up, the first thing I will do is to go ahead and notch the shoulder point. And having done that, I'll just go ahead and fold the piece into two like so. So I'll first of all align both the shoulder points together like so, okay? And I'm going to pick up the back neckline and we're going to fold them into two like so, okay? And this way we'll be able to cut the back neckline. And right here, this is the neck area after cutting the back neckline, all right? And the next thing to do is to go ahead and cut facing for the neckline, all right? If you are using 2 yards for the upper part, you will not have anything left for the facing. But because I have excess of this material, that's why I'm using the same material for the facing. If you have only 2 yards, you can just go ahead and use lining piece for your facing, all right? And in order to cut the facing, we are going to fold the piece into two in this manner. So right here, this is our neckline, okay? And the next thing to do is to bring the material that we're going to use for our facing, and I'll fold it into two like so. Then the next thing to do is to place the main piece on it like so, all right? And we are going to be cutting the neckline out, you know, following the shape. And having done that, I will notch the shoulder so that we can align the shoulders together when we are joining the facing to the main piece, okay? And right now, I'll just go ahead and remove the main piece. And the next thing we need to do is to give our facing a shape, okay? And what I will do is just to go ahead and start marking 3 inches all around like so, all right? You can use more than 3 inches and you can give it any shape of your choice, all right? So I'll just mark the 3 inches all around. And having done that, I'll just go ahead and cut out the unwanted part. And right here, this is our facing, and as you can see, it is well aligned to the neckline, okay? And before we join the facing to the neckline, I'll go ahead and cut the strap that we have on the back neckline. And to do this, we're going to come to the back neckline, and from the shoulder, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. And on the other side of the shoulder here, I'm going to also come down by 1.5 inches. And the next thing to do is to measure from one point to the other here. And whatever you have there is going to be the wideness of the strap, all right? And here I have around 6.5 inches. And that is what I use in cutting the strap. This strap right here is 7.5 inches long, all right? Because we are going to use 1/2 inch to join both sides, okay? And the length of this strap is actually 2 inches. You can go ahead and use a tiny strap or a boat strap, depends on what you want. And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and stitch 1/2 inch on this strap. And right here, guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to stitch the strap and turn it inside out, as you can see. And the next thing to do right now is to go ahead and stitch the facing to the main piece. And right here, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch the facing to the main piece. And the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and notch all the corners so that it relaxes well. And having done that, the part here where we came down by 1.5 inches, I loosen it up a bit so we can, you know, fix in our strap, okay? And now I'll just go ahead and insert the strap like so, and we are going to stitch it. And having done that, we're going to pick the other end of the strap like so, and we're going to insert it into the second opening right here, okay? I'm going to pin it and we're going to stitch it. And right here, that's exactly what I have done. I've gone ahead to stitch in the strap, and the next thing to do is just to go ahead and iron neatly the neckline. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and join the remaining length of the bubu. All right here we have 36 for this upper part, and the full length we're working with is around 60 inches, so we're going to remove 36 from 60 inches. Okay, and whatever is left is what we are going to cut for the lower part. Okay, remember to add folding allowance and joining allowance, and right here I've gone ahead to do just that. Okay, and the next thing to do is to go ahead and join the main piece and the complementing piece together. All right, but before we do that, remember there's fringe details on the front part, so we are going to work on that first of all. All right, and for the fringe details you are going to need stripe, and I've gone ahead to create just that. All right, and I use both of the prints to create the stripe. All right, and the stripe is 4.5 inches wide before folding it. Okay, before I stitched it, it is 4.5 inches wide, and for the length I use 16 inches. You can use whatever you want, but here 4.5 by 16 inches is the dimension for this stripe. All right, and right here I'm just fixing the stripe on the main piece. All right, and I used 1 inch interval in between each of the stripe. All right, and having done that, the next thing to do is just to go ahead and stitch it down. And right here, that's exactly what I've done, and the next thing to do is to go ahead and attach the lower part to it, and then we're going to go ahead and stitch it. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same process to the back piece also. And right here guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to join the upper part to the lower part, as you can see right here, and I also did the same to the back piece right here. Okay, and right now we're going to need a bias to cover the joining. Okay, and here I've gone ahead to cut a long stripe. Okay, and the length of this stripe is 2.5 inches, as you can see right here. Okay, and so on the bias you are going to fold one end of it using 1/2 inch. Okay, and the next thing to do is just to go ahead and bring the bias here, and you're going to use the part that is not folded. We're going to be stitching it on top of this joining here. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this bias covers the joining. Okay, so to make it easier, you can just go ahead and pin it, then we're going to stitch it across. And after stitching it down, we're going to flip it up like so, and we're going to be top stitching on this part here. And right here, that's exactly what I have done, and the next thing to do right now is to go ahead and fold the sleeve. Okay, after folding the sleeve, we're also going to stitch the side right from the armhole area. We're going to stitch it into the pocket area like so. Okay, and from the pocket area we're also going to continue joining the side, but remember that there's a slit on this bubu. All right, so from the hem of the bubu I'm just going to come upward by 20 inches. You can do 18 inches or whatever length you want that is comfortable for you. All right, so I'm going to end the stitch right on that point there. Okay, and I'll repeat the same process on the other side. And right here guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch the side of the kaftan, and here we have our pocket. I also went ahead to fold the hemline of this kaftan, and also I finished the slit area. As you can see here, I used hemming gum in folding the slit area. And right now our kaftan is ready and looking so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.